You had to leap to get onto his back.
Because it was downhill. It was
full tilt. You're like, ugh!
It was downhill. Okay, you're making it a bigger.
It's on YouTube if anyone wants to see it.
You won't be able to find it.
It's somewhere.
You won't
it's
be able
out
to
there.
find it.
If you find it, please tag us in it because I haven't seen it in a while. What's up, Chicken Nuggets, and welcome to Season 3 of Taste Like Chicken. I am your host and certified picky eater, Joseph Paul, and we are joined once again by my co-host. She's gotten in a fight at a Dave Matthews Band concert. Lauren, how we doing, sis?
You make that such a big thing, and it's like not a big thing. It happened one time, and it happened because this drunk guy in a cut-off tap-out t-shirt knocked into my group of friends and then turned around to fight them, and I wasn't going to do nothing.
You say it happened one time. Yes, you getting in a fight at a Dave Matthews Band concert happened one time. How many times have you tried to fight people that are way bigger than you? Exactly.
Do you want to know something really embarrassing about that?
Sure.
For some reason, I'm wearing one of those hats that's made out of like foam pieces, and it's a bird. I don't know why I had it, but I did, but I was wearing that.
For Season 3 of Taste Like Chicken, we are starting off with a banger, Chinese food.
This is American Chinese food. This is not food that you would, like, they don't eat this over in China.
Yeah, no, we didn't get food imported from China.
Okay, but we also didn't order from a place that has traditional Chinese food is what I'm saying.
Right. We got
this is Americanized Chinese food. It's going to be delicious, but it's not.
Which Chinese foods are we doing specifically? Because I've completely forgotten what we put down.
Yeah, so we're doing pork fried rice. We're going to do beef chow mein. We're also going to do General Tso's chicken. And then we're also going to do egg rolls.
Okay. Feels very doable. I will say, though, this is one that makes me a little nervous just because anytime you talk to someone who's had Chinese food, they're happy they had it, but it kind of feels like they shouldn't be happy they had it. Every conversation, it's never, oh, I had Chinese, it was so good. It's always, I had Chinese, it was so good. I feel like such shit.
It's really filling.
Oh my God.
It's filling for like 10 minutes.
I'm going to be sick.
No.
That's how everyone acts.
It's filling for like
Chinese
10
food.
minutes. And then you're like, oh my God, I ate so much. And you feel like the food coma symptoms is really what that is for like 10 minutes. And then you're fine. Okay. You'll understand after today. I'm very excited about this one today. I think this is a big deal one.
Is it like, it seems really greasy.
It can be depending on what you get.
Okay. I don't know if I fuck with greasy. Before we get started, let's reestablish the rules of Taste Like Chicken.
That's right.
For those who have never been here before, I am the world's pickiest eater. I eat chicken nuggets, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This whole show is about me trying foods for the first time, and it goes okay most of the time.
Comparatively to like the first 5 episodes?
It's gotten better.
Yeah, have you dry heaved at all last season?
I did, yeah. I don't remember what for, but I definitely did. Here on Taste Like Chicken, I have to eat half of whatever is put in front of me. I can't just take a bite and go, oh, it's disgusting. I also can't say no to trying food. I have to try whatever's put in front of me.
No thank you bite.
And I have to eat half of it.
You also get 1 no thank you bite a season, which means that you are allowed to not eat half of whatever it is. You can have 1 bite of it and then be done.
That's the other thing with Season 3. We're going to start implementing some new things to shake things up. One of those is going to be punishments. Originally, we thought we were going to do punishments if I didn't finish a food.
Then it went better than we thought it would.
Yeah, I'm getting better with foods, which is nice. But because of that, we have to do it a bit different. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to implement a system where any foods that I try that I like have to be incorporated into my diet. And if I do not incorporate them into my diet, if I continue to just eat chicken nuggets and drink Coca-Cola for every meal, then I have to do a punishment. Now that we've established the rules of Taste Like Chicken, welcome, and let's get started. So where are we starting?
We are starting with pork fried rice.
Okay.
So it has obviously some sliced up pork. It's got carrots, green onions, peas. There's also scrambled egg.
I'm confused by this.
Okay.
Because when you first opened it in the apartment, did not like the smell of this. But up close, I like the smell.
Now, people do eat this with chopsticks. I have not yet gotten to the level where I can do that well.
What are the chunks?
That's the pork.
That's the pork? Mm-hmm. Okay. Why'd they cut it like that?
Just some places. They probably use pork in other things, so they probably just have pork that they,
So I'm getting the spare pork?
No.
Honestly, I don't think I'm doing terrible right now.
No, you're not.
I'm learning. I'm naturally gifted with chopsticks.
I hope you drop all of that.
I mean, the pork's good. Once again, like with the sushi, the rice kind of tastes like nada. It's disappointing.
This rice has more flavor to it, though, than just plain white rice would.
The yellow bit is egg?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. I'm getting, like, no rice. I'm only getting, like, pork and egg.
Well, then you definitely can't have an opinion on...
The egg kind of tastes like I'm eating a sponge. I really don't know how else to put that. It tastes like I'm eating a sponge.
It's fluffy.
It's not fluffy. It's spongy.
I don't think you know what those words mean in context of food.
What are the green bits?
Green onion, and there's also peas.
I was going to say, I was like, onions aren't round. Okay, it's peas. What's the orange?
Carrot.
I don't want to do carrot. Carrot's bullshit.
You liked cooked carrot? This is cooked carrot.
I didn't like to cook carrot. I said it was baby food.
This is really weird that you're eating each individual ingredient.
I'm not trying to. It just
Then
like,
use the spoon so you can get the full experience, because you're not good enough at your chopsticks to be doing this.
What is
I'm
this?
sorry.
What is this giant chunk?
Pork.
Just a giant chunk of pork in this?
Yes.
That feels...
It's pork fried rice.
No, I get that, but like, isn't it supposed to be blended up? This is...
Blended? No.
Well, cut up. You know what I'm trying to say. This is supposed to be like evenly made, and it does not feel evenly made.
It is not supposed to be evenly made. You're not going to have carrot pieces the same size as your pork.
If you say so. I'm going to try this big chunk of pork, though.
Okay.
Yeah. I know you were waiting for an update on it, so... Meat shouldn't have this texture.
What are you talking about?
This has the texture of something I've had before. I don't know what, but it's not meat, and it shouldn't have this texture. So far, this is a pain in the ass.
You're being a pain in the ass about it.
I'm not being a pain in the ass. This is like,
scoop
I
your spoon
gotta
in the
dig
bowl
through
and eat
for
it.
each. If I gave you a bowl of Lucky Charms and told you that you have to get each of the Lucky Charms to be magically delicious, you'd be like, that's stupid.
No, I'd embrace that challenge. That's the best part of the
No,
cereal.
that's stupid. Also, metal spoons suck. They cut your mouth. I don't like them.
How are you eating with metal spoons where it's cutting your mouth?
Like this, and watch, it's gonna cut my mouth.
You know what it probably is? It's not going to cut your mouth. You know what it probably is? The amount of salt in your diet. You probably have such a sensitive mouth.
My biggest issue with this so far is that it loses heat very quickly.
Yeah.
Because we haven't been filming long, and I feel like this is already cold.
That's just rice, baby.
I don't like that.
It's just rice, baby.
If I'm going to have a hot meal, I don't want to have to rush through it because it's going to lose its heat like that. That's crazy to me.
That's why you'll notice when Alexa and I get it, we tend to either portion some out to eat and put it away and like whatever. Like we don't just sit with the full container.
Yeah, no me gusta.
I mean, but what do you think
I got a
of
big
it
issue
itself,
with that.
though?
Of itself, it's fine.
Would you order it? Would you eat it out? Like
it feels like a filler food. And I think that's kind of the intent, right? It's a filler food. The flavors here are pleasant, but they're not strong enough for me.
That's the problem. Not everything's gonna be strong though. When it comes to flavors, like
that's fine. But for something filling, I want flavor because this feels like it would be a chore to eat.
I feel like we should put some
flavor.
soy sauce on it.
No.
Moving on, we're doing egg rolls. So these are veggie egg rolls. You can get egg rolls with different fillings. We just did veggie
egg rolls.
Yes.
But because it's an egg roll, it's not vegan.
I don't actually know the answer to that.
There's egg in it, so it's
I don't
not
believe
vegan.
there's egg in it.
Then why is it an egg roll?
The wrapping might be made.
I was gonna say the wrapping might be, but there's no. You're not gonna have actual chunks of egg in this when you eat this right now.
So egg rolls don't have egg in them.
I don't know if they don't have egg in them, but
That is the
filling is
dumbest
not gonna
thing.
have egg.
That is so stupid.
Let me tell you.
Egg roll. Here we go.
Can we please have the little chicken guy pop up with something about why they're called egg rolls, please, just so we can end this?
We need a second. Oh no.
It's very mushy inside. I knew he was gonna hate it.
That was gross.
It's delicious.
No, it's not.
You gotta eat like the whole thing.
What the fuck is that? What is that? She apparently doesn't fucking know what's in this.
I just told you there's cabbage and carrot, and there's like green onion. It's mostly cabbage.
What's the spillage?
It's cabbage.
Cabbage is a leaf. There's no way cabbage is spilling into my mouth right now.
It's the way it's cooked. It's got a mushy texture to it.
Oh, fuck that. No. I would have preferred egg, for the record. I have very little experience with egg, but I know I would have preferred egg in this fucking egg roll.
I don't think you would have.
Oh,
because you haven't had messy eggs yet. I like my egg rolls to be a bit more veggie heavy where it doesn't mush in the center like that. So this is not an egg roll that I would go out of my way to order. I'm not a fan of this style.
Every time I look at it, my body is just
Stop looking it in the eye.
Here we go. Fine. Fuck it.
Came leaking out of the back. That was terrible.
Shut up.
I was telling Alexa so she knew what happened. She has a right to know.
Shut up.
You shut up. Focus on chewing and not vomiting. Pussy.
This may be my mortal enemy. That is disgusting. It's like eating throw up.
These are not the style egg rolls that I enjoy at all. I liked it because I know I like these things, but I prefer a much more texturized egg roll than this. It is genuinely just mush inside of them. It's like a cabbage paste, essentially.
And if it were just the mush of this, I would accept that this is a me problem. I'm not good with textures. I need to be better with textures. And I would let it go. I'd say, you know what? This is good. I'm just not ready for it. But no, this tasted horrid. The air of it was horrid. The shell's nice, but you know,
Fine.
Egg rolls are my enemy.
So we're doing beef chow mein. It does, of course, have the chow mein noodles. It's got, of course, the sliced beef, but it also has cabbage. It's got bean sprouts, and it also has green onion and regular onion.
I know literally nothing about chow mein. I wasn't even positive this was a noodle dish until this moment. Mm-hmm. I mean, I feel like I knew that, but how are these noodles different from like spaghetti noodles or like ramen instant noodles? Because they look different.
It is very similar to spaghetti. It's just usually prepared differently. Like spaghetti's boiled. This is stir fried.
How do people twirl their sticks to pick up pasta?
That's I don't use. Yeah, they usually don't.
So then how do I?
They usually grab it and like push it into their mouth, like.
Oh, they slurp it up.
Kind of, yeah.
I don't know if I'm ready for that. That seems like a lot. I'm gonna look so stupid doing this. Hold on.
Yeah, but you know what?
Chow mein.
Chow mein.
Chow mein. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna use chopsticks to push more in versus slurping it like that. Kind of. You'll get there. It was a good shot. It was a solid shot.
There has to be more efficient, more pleasant ways to eat the same substance.
Yeah, chopsticks is not the way to find.
I don't even mean the chopsticks. I mean having them in noodle form that you then have to like slurp up, and they're like stringy and messy. Like,
well, that's why I don't do spaghetti. I don't really like spaghetti noodles. I prefer like penne or like noodles that are smaller.
Yeah, this just it blows my mind that noodles are such a staple food because they just don't seem convenient to me, quite honestly. So far, I like this.
I would try using a fork just so you can get like a better feel.
I can't explain it, but a fork with noodles to me just is unpleasant. I don't know why. I'll do it. It's just there's something about using a fork with noodles to me. No.
Like this better than the fried rice?
Definitely like this better than the fried rice.
See, I'm a lo mein, chow mein person over fried rice.
Like the flavoring of this still feels much more subtle than flavors that I'm used to eating, but like I like the flavor a lot.
You can ask Alexa. Every time we order it, I end up getting like a noodle thing.
Yeah, and it feels like I like this flavor enough that. Hold on, I'm gonna bite this and then I'll say this. Ah. I hit the fork on my teeth, and that's why I don't fuck with forks and noodles.
That's not why. You're literally like a toddler learning how to use a fork. I would really love for you to try Indian food or like a pad see or like a pad thai because it has much more bold flavors, and I think that would I think that's what you're seeking is something.
Are those all noodles?
Yes, different style noodles.
Okay,
but yes.
Ah. You keep hitting on my...
Then just put it in your mouth normal and then slurp the noodle in.
No, that's gross.
That's... Yeah, and there you go. Use the fork to guide the rest in.
That's gross. I don't like doing that.
I know you said that you wouldn't order it because it loses its heat fast, but would you order it to like reheat and have though? Like to have some and then you have leftovers to eat?
I've never really done leftovers in my life.
You haven't?
No, because there's never been a reason. No one's doing leftover chicken tenders. You know what I mean? Like,
I guess
I'm
we're gonna
certainly
find out.
not. So like, the thought of leftovers just seems kind of gross to me. Because it makes me think of when we would go to Grandma's house. Grandma loved to microwave my chicken nuggets. And it was awful.
Wow.
They came out soggy and they tasted like a microwave and they were just awful. And that's just how I picture all leftovers tasting.
No.
Is they'd taste like a microwave. They'd be soggy.
There are certain things that I don't do leftovers of though. Like, because there are certain things that do not cool down and heat up the same way. Which we'll get more into as we get to those food items. This one's a good one to reheat. You can throw it in a skillet and heat it up, and it will taste very much exactly as you had it the first time.
Okay, well then I would try that, certainly, yeah. I'm too clumsy to eat these, and I don't think that's going to change because, you know, I'm just clumsy in general.
It will change, though, because there's noodles that are not messy. Like, I like penne noodles. They're very easy to eat. You can literally stick one on the spoke or your fork, and it's super easy.
Right, but what I'm saying is the issue may not be the noodle itself, it may be my dexterity. I am not a smooth person. You know, I am clumsy as can be, so I may just not have the motor skills for this.
But spaghetti may not be for you, but there's other noodles. And that brings us to our final food of the day, General Chow's chicken.
Now, is this the same thing as orange chicken?
No. You're not going to immediately like the texture of it, but...
Yeah, I don't think I'm a sauce...
You don't like sauce on things. You're a dipper, not a tosser.
I'm a dipper. I'm a real dipper kind of guy.
You're not a tosser kind of guy.
Nah, I don't like to toss things. I really prefer to dip them. You read into that how you will.
The chicken itself is just a raw cut. It's not a very smooth, chopped up, diced up chicken breast. It's just chicken.
It's like popcorn chicken.
Yes, essentially, tossed in the sauce.
General Tso's chicken. Yeah. It's kind of tangy, huh? Mm-hmm. Very tangy.
With a little bit of spice, a little kick.
I don't think I'm big on tangy. I think I might like the flavor of this. But as you said, I'm not a baste it kind of boy.
Ew. Gross.
Yeah.
The issue I thought you would have with this too is it's breaded chicken, but as I'm sure you noticed, the breading gets mushy as it's coated in sauce.
Yeah, it definitely takes away from what I like about the texture of breaded chicken.
If you get this fresh served where it's still crunchy chicken and the sauce, it's very different. We got this to go, so we're at a bit of a disadvantage there. Tang.
The only tang that I have had is orange juice. So it's not that this is bad, but I think what happens is my brain decides
it should be orange juice.
Yeah, they're like, there's something wrong with your orange juice, Joe. Your orange juice tastes funny.
Why is there chicken in your orange juice?
Yeah, so like I think I like this. It's just odd for me because there's something in my orange juice.
No, that's fair because it's like, you know when you've had Hershey's chocolate forever, then you have that really off-brand like chocolate that you're like, this is gross chocolate. You're like, that's not good, you know? The ratings. First, pork fried rice.
Pork fried rice. Pork fried rice was... I want to say it was good because it was good. It wasn't good enough for me to feel like I'd enjoy eating it. Like it
didn't stand out.
It feels like it would be a chore to get through a whole bowl of that.
Very different people sitting at this table, but all right.
Yeah. So I would give that a 6-piece chicken nugget.
Okay.
It was good. I see the appeal. But for me personally, there's not enough of a draw there to make me have that as an order.
I don't even know if it's worth asking about the egg rolls, but, well, egg rolls.
Egg rolls are a 0. 0-piece chicken nugget. And apparently, there's other ways that they come. You said that's not how they normally are for you?
Yeah, that's not normally how... I've never had an egg roll like that before. I would never order that again.
Okay. We might have to try them again. I dread doing that. But as of right now, egg rolls are a 0-piece chicken nugget. I didn't say it while you were eating it, but that felt like I was eating packaged throw up. It literally just into my mouth.
Thank you for not saying that. No, you're not wrong, though. It was very mushy, and it was as if they took the filling of the egg roll and like blended it down almost, but not fully. Like I don't know what that was, or they just, I wasn't a fan.
Is that what cooked cabbage is normally like?
No, it can be depending how you cook it, but like, no,
Okay.
Not always like that.
Because I was going to say, if that's cooked cabbage, we're done there. Never doing cooked cabbage again.
You had cooked cabbage in the lo mein.
Oh.
That was cooked cabbage. The lettucey looking things, that was cabbage.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so then, yeah. But egg rolls, 0-piece chicken nugget. Not only because of how that tasted, not just because of the texture, but also there's no fucking egg in it. 0-piece chicken nugget.
Beef chow mein.
Beef chow mein. That was, I think that's probably the best noodle-based dish I've had so far.
I'm sorry, it's just funny because your other frame of reference is ramen.
Yeah, it's
like the
ramen.
33-cent
But
ramens.
It's nice because I really thought that noodles were going to be one of those things on the show that there's just never been an appeal there for me because they don't seem like they have a lot. They seem like they don't have flavor. It's just whatever flavor you put with them.
Yes.
They're sloppy and all over the place. They're slimy. I was convinced noodles were going to be something on the show that I would just always kind of be like even once I'm past texture, I'd be like, ugh, fine. But that was good. I liked that.
Good. I'm glad. There's other noodle styles besides just long spaghetti.
Yeah.
So, don't write it off yet. There's so many noodle types.
Yeah. I would give chow mein, beef chow mein.
Beef chow mein.
I would give beef chow mein a 7-piece chicken nugget. It would be a lot higher on the list if it weren't for the fact that it lost its heat very easily and it was kind of difficult to eat. But I do recognize it being difficult to eat is because I have the dexterity of a child.
And then our final one is General Tso's.
General Tso's. Mm-hmm. I'm still kind of working out how I feel about Tang. I'd give that a 7-piece chicken nugget. I think I liked the flavor. I think my brain just isn't used to my orange juice being like that, as I said before.
And then having spice to it too.
Yeah. I think once I get past what Tang should taste like and what it does taste like, I'll do a lot better with that.
Okay.
But it still won't go higher than I think 7-piece chicken nugget because I've learned I'm not a sauce on kind of person.
You're a sauce on the side.
I'm a sauce off guy.
You're a sauce on the side. That's
not very sauce on. I'm very sauce off.
It's referred to sauce on the side, not a sauce off. You're a sauce on the side guy.
Hose on the side. I'm a sauce off.
Okay. So I think overall, though, you're not anti-Chinese food thus far.
No, honestly, the one takeaway I would say from this episode has been I didn't find my Chinese food order here today, but it did make me feel like I want to try Chinese food again.
Your Cinderella slipper's out there somewhere. Just waiting.
That is going to be our show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us as we've tried Chinese food for the first time ever. If you'd like to continue with us on this journey, be sure to like and subscribe.
If you have any ideas for new foods we should try or punishments that we should inflict, please make sure to comment down below.
And as always, you stay crispy chicken nuggets. Make sure you try something new this week. Have a great day.
Well, do you think Devil's Food Cake is actually made by the devil? No.
The point you're making is stupid.
No,
That's a stupid
the exact point you're making.
It's called an egg roll.
Because it was originally wrapped in fried egg.
And now it's not.
So stop calling it an egg roll. If tomorrow I start making hamburgers...
What's your point about hamburgers? Because they're not made of pig, and it's hamburgers, so hamburgers should have ham in them, and they don't. So your point's stupid.
Yeah.
Your point's stupid.
That's dumb, too.
I regret saying this because now I just feel
You
this
food
fire.
people are fucking morons.